everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video and I'm going to be showing you how I do like a full coverage look, well sort of more concealer, foundation, powder for oily skin, and how I sort of get it to last throughout the day. I've always had oily skin, but with this routine I found that within sort of 8 to 9 hours I'm still looking quite nice and put together, and I'll show you a few like little tips and tricks as well. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a pot concealer, or I mean whichever concealer you prefer. I've been using the NARS soft matte concealer for quite a while now, but Michaela on TikTok and Instagram, she showed a little tip which basically you just place the concealer onto, as you can see, I mean I've got fungal acne, well Malaysia, whatever you call it, so I do get all these sort of blemishes, breakouts here, so I just like to take a little bit of this and just, first thing you have to do is just place it over the blemish, and don't blend it in, just leave it, because we're going to leave it for a few moments and we're just going to leave it to sort of set and oxidize a little bit so it sort of thickens, so then even when we do our foundation on top we're still going to have that coverage underneath. And she swears by this and she always looks amazing, so that's what we're going to do today. Oh my god. I'm going to be taking the Collection Lasting Perfection Foundation in the shade Fair number 5. This is water resistant, transfer proof, full coverage and no clogged pores as well, so I'm guessing it's non-comedogenic. I don't personally find that I get any more breakouts when I use this, which is great. The only thing it doesn't say is it doesn't say oil free, but it is definitely sort of a matte foundation to me, so yeah, up to 16-hour wear, and also it's got SPF 30, which you need to protect your skin. So I'm going to take a few pumps. I say a few pumps, obviously not. I'm going to take like that much of that one. And because I do have, I mean come on, let's not call it a tan because it really isn't, but for me I've got like this little bit of gradual tan on, and if I wish to use this on its own you definitely can see a difference. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Fit Me Maybelline Matte and Poreless, and this is the shade 220. I'm only going to take a tiny splodge of that, and it's hopefully going to make it just that little bit darker, so it'll match me now. Foundation brush is this one from Real Techniques. It's just a buffing brush. You can use it for like powder, foundation, whatever you want. It's going to mix all this together, and we're just going to go in stippling motions. We're just going to go straight over the concealer. We're not going to swirl it because that might disrupt the concealer. So we're just going to go straight over that. Concealers, I'm going to mix a bit of the L'Oreal Infallible, and I'm going to take also some of the Elf Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. This colour is a little bit too yellow, so I'm going to take that one first and just put that under my eyes. I do love a little bit of hydration underneath there. So that's that one, and I'm also going to take a little bit of this one. I've got this in the shade Fawn 323, which is like a nice sort of pinky tone, I guess. I'm just going to put that there. Because we did the concealer first with the NARS, we don't have to go in again, but you can if you want to. And I'm going to take my dry sponge. Obviously I'd recommend wetting it, but it's one of them, innit? And I'm just blending that in, just to cover all those dark circles that we do not love. So to set everything, I'm going to be going to set your whole base. You want to go in with a really good powder. I'm going to be taking the Essence All About Matte. I've really been liking this because it's pure like translucent. It doesn't come like white or anything. It's just like translucent. You know, like when powders like rearrange your colour of your concealer and everything. And this one I like to just take underneath, just so we can keep the colour as we want it. So set your eyes first, obviously, because if your eyes are anything like mine, they crease quickly. get a lot of kickback with this, but it's like a loose powder set. It's like a loose powder that's pressed. So that's the under eyes. And then I'm going to take the same powder. Why is that like that? Because obviously we have quite a full coverage foundation and concealer on. If you was to take like, I don't know, like a foundation powder or something with that a little bit of colour, it is going to add a little bit of cakiness. So I like to just personally go over with this translucent powder, and our skin's looking really nice from Michaela's trick. Also, wherever you are oily, just take that extra bit of powder and just sort of press it on. I like to just press it and sort of roll it into the skin. So just really go over it. Obviously, if you're not oily everywhere, just sort of avoid going in excessively with loads of powder. This is quite a matte look because again it is for more oily skin. Like that. So that's that powder. I'll link this below if you would like to purchase it. Bronzer, no surprise, again we're going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, and it's in the shade medium 2. I'm just going to take this and just sort of bronze everywhere. I've been loving like flawless foundation with a really nice bronzer recently. I think it looks really, really good. And then obviously we can bronze the forehead. We're also going to go in with a blinding highlight because obviously our face is quite matte. Highlight, so I'm going to be taking my favourite highlight probably ever. Is NARS, what's it called? It's the Motu Tane face palette, and it's the Macatier, no sorry, highlighting blush powder. Okay, I think it's called Macatier. I mean, they called it a highlighting blush, but I wouldn't really call that a blush, that's just me. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and get that sort of blinding highlight, obviously a little bit onto the nose. And have you seen that? Oh my holy shit. And it's just so, so nice. Honestly, my skin for the past year, I would say, was really textured, and even when I put highlighter on it, it just looked so dry no matter how glowy the highlighter was. And since I've been using hyaluronic, it's just changed my whole skin around. Put a little bit onto the forehead as well. Right, so this is the finished look. I've just done my eyebrows with Kat Von D's KVD Beauty, sorry, dark pomade. I've used Gosh Cosmetics Antique Rose, and then I've just used a bit of NARS Climax mascara, and this is the finished look. Normally I'd use a setting spray to take away a little bit of that matte texture, but unfortunately I don't have one at the moment. I'm going to buy one today. But yeah, really, really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!